Hello everyone, in the previous video I made some progress again with the equipment system. Now I can play, I can pick up for example the leather glove, the chest and the sword I can equip, and the max health goes up, and if and because I equip the weapon I can activate the abilities, and if I unequip the max health goes back to the base, and I cannot activate any abilities. Now, in the previous video, I said that in the component, in the equipment manager, the give gameplay effect, it's a very like not dynamic. So what I'm going to do, I don't know if this is a correct thing to do or not with using gameplay ability system, but in the items, in the data, in the equipable data, I can make a new folder and say structs base values and make an struct. So in the blueprint, I will give a struct and say s base values. And inside the struct, I will give three variables. The first one is a float of base value. The second one is data tag, right? And this will be a gameplay tag. And the third variable, I will give curve table row, and this will be of type curve table row handle. So I can close this up, I can go back to the equipable data assets, and in the equipment I can give the data base values and have it of base, what was it? Base values, and this will be an array. So I can compile and save. Now, if I open up the, for example, the Rusty Sword, now I have an array of um, database values, and this one has a base value. I can give a tag, and the most important, the curve table row. I can make a curve table, and I can give a row name. So in the structs, I will make a curve tables, and I will make another folder and say weapon progress stats. So I will go to the miscellaneous curve table, I will pick up the constant and create, and say ct weapon progress damage, for example, or physical attack, because that's my attribute. And now I have this nice table, and I don't know, I was thinking that I can do something like rename the curve and have like multiple curves, and this one will be like a rusty sword, and this can be like a wooden sword. Uh, so I don't know. This way I should create like multiple curve tables, like each for one item, like one curve table for each item. I don't know if like I believe that for me, for my project, I can do something like I can separate things from the weapon type or the item type. Like for example, I can have this is a damage, a physical attack curve table, so I can do sword. Then I can have another weapon which is like bow. Then I can have another curve which is axe, and the list goes on. And I can do like, let's say, 5 levels, and I can give a multiplier. Like the sword could be 1.2 in the level 1, 1.4, 1.6, 1.8, 2. And the bow could be like 1, 1.4, 1.8, and the list goes on, like 0.2, 2.6, 3. So now I can go back to the rusty sword, for example, and say the base value for an attack. Like um, I can have many attributes that or many gameplay effects that I want to change, but I can say in the base value, the attack, I want to have a base value of physical attack, like let's do 10 to be rounded. And the curve table row, I can put the weapon progress, and I can put the sword of the raw name. And now, if I open up in the content, in the data, I have my G health. I can, uh, let me actually give another modifier and say, for example, I want to modify the physical health, and I want to add base, um, the duration policy is infinite, but instead of just putting this number uh, of I want to do like uh, I want to add 10 physical attack points. I can say set bicolor, and the set bicolor magnitude I can give a data tag. So I can say data dot physical attack, and take it to be this data tag. So now I can go back to the data asset and say data physical attack. And now I can go back to my equipment manager, and from the equipment data, let me um, so let me delete those for now. For the from the equipable data asset, I can say get uh, what was it? Get data, get base values, right? And in the local, I can say I can promote this to a variable, to a local. I can connect and do a for each loop. And now I can break this struct, right? And I have a base value that attack and a curve table row. And I can say evaluated, or rather break, and say, what was it? Evaluate curve table row. And this is the level of the curve. So if I pick up if the level is 1, the multiplier will be 1.2. If it's 2, 1.4, and goes on. So just to test, I will put 1, and I will, let me actually print string, right? And say append value and the number from here. Okay, so and the row name will be the row name. Now, um, there is a very nice function that I can take the ability system component and say update active gameplay effect by set color. And if I find the row, I can, if I don't find, I can return. But if I find it, I can give the effect handle to active handle. The set color um, magnitude data tag will come from the data tag, and from the base value, I can multiply it, for example, from the out XY. So now if I compile, oh, and I need to uncompleted return, and the return will be the effect handle. So let me do this really quick. Okay, leave it local one. Refresh. Okay, I need to refresh it here as well. Compile and save. And now if I play my physical attack, let me um, ability system debug attribute physical attack. So I have like 5 points in physical attack. If I pick up the rusty sword, it should give me 50 max health and like a base value of 10, multiplying it by 1.2. So if I equip, it goes 17, and the I don't know if so it says value 1.2. So where is it? So it's like 1.2, the 10 becomes 12, and the base value that I have, which was 5, I add it, so the value is 17. And now I can say, for example, that I can give instead of adding um, and making unique gameplay effects for each one, I can uh, set the values by color magnitude and be more dynamic. So I think and another thing that I want to test is, what if instead of putting 1, putting 2, for example, or let's put 5, which is double the amount uh, of level 1. So this should be, I think, 25, like 2 multiplying by 10, 20, and adding the previous 5. So if I play now and I have physical attack of 5, I can pick up, I can equip, and this becomes 25, and the value is 2. So this is, I believe, a very dynamic way. And if I equip, I remove the effect. So just to test, I will equip the glove and the chest, which gives me 50 health, and I will equip the sword as well, and I have now 160 max health and 25 physical attack. So if I unequip, for example, the chest, I remove only the attribute, the value of the chest, and if I remove now, I remove the attack and the max health, and I remove um, the glove as well. Okay, so that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.